I am Moriko Bullful, and this is Uncut. There are some bad-mind people tuned in tonight. Thank God you're not one of them. Show me some love by pressing like on this video. Good news for all you people in the diaspora considering a return home. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs has officially taken back the responsibilities for diaspora affairs and remigration. The unit will work towards fostering greater collaboration with the diaspora in the areas of trade and investment, philanthropy, tourism, youth engagement, attraction of skill and remigration, as well as streamlining the contributions and resources of the diaspora to effectively aid the government development agenda and blah 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 and all of that good stuff that I've heard already. But there's only one thing I care about. 3 words. Duty-free car. Guy Oil recorded $2.5 billion in profit last year, which represents a 63% increase in profits when compared to 2018. The company also announced that it paid $900 million as dividends to its shareholders in 2019. The company's CEO, Renata Exter, joined the company in 2018 and immediately started a restructuring and marketing plan that appears to have paid off heavily for the company. While not identifying a specific date as to when the closed sugar estates will start functioning again, Minister of Agriculture Zulfikar Mustafa on Tuesday suggested that those estates could start producing sugar sometime next year. This year's emergency budget allocated $3 billion to Kaisuko. Part of the money will be used for recapitalization of the estates because they are in terrible state, obviously. $778 million is to go to Enmore, Rosehall $710 million, and Skeldon $711 million. The remainder of the total sum will go to the other states because those estates are operating at around 40 to 50% capacity when they actually are operating. Over at Triple B's, they sell products that solve problems. This portable folding iron, for example. Say goodbye to them wrinkles. No, not the ones on your face. You'll need Jesus for that one. Haha! I'm talking about those wrinkles on your clothes. Gone! Call Triple B's on telephone number 682-8326 or visit them on Facebook. Triple B's Enterprise. Remember the name. Police are searching for 23-year-old Leroy Graham, an inmate of the Lusignan prison that escaped around 1 a.m. this morning. Graham, who was on remand for armed robbery, escaped the facility by allegedly scaling the fence of the prison. Graham's last known address is Middlewalk, Buxton, East Coast, Demerara. Wait, scale the fence? How? Somebody must have got paid. This morning, an unidentified man of East Indian descent succumbed to his injuries after a hit-and-run accident on Tuesday night. He was walking along the Success Public Road when a speeding burgundy-colored Toyota Premio struck him down, causing severe head injuries. The injured pedestrian was later picked up by paramedics and taken to the Georgetown Public Hospital. Investigations are ongoing. On Tuesday, a 35-year-old mother of 4 confessed in court that she trafficked cannabis to support her children. Anithia Quelis of New Amsterdam Babis pleaded guilty to the charge, which alleged that on September 19, 2020, at Corral Village, Essequibo River, she had in her possession half a kilo of cannabis for the purpose of trafficking. Quelis, who did not have a lawyer, told the court that her reputed husband left her to go work in the interior and never returned. The mother said she was forced to traffic the drugs to provide for her 4 children. She was remanded to prison until her next court date on October 7th. Yes, a mother selling dime bags is getting time, while millionaire children point guns at cops and get off. Police are currently on the hunt for 3 men who stormed the Ace shopping center located at Annandale, East Coast, Demerara, and held the owner and customers hostage. Surveillance footage shows the men rushing the store, with one of the gunmen running and firing shots behind the shop owner, who locked himself behind a heavy steel door. He subsequently attempted to kick the door down but failed. During the robbery, which occurred at around 5 p.m. on Saturday, the bandits and the shop owner exchanged gunfire before the perpetrators ran off with $50,000. You see how stupid some of these young men are? They are really going to risk their lives for just $250 which they have to split 3 ways. Frankly, you can never tell me to take a bullet for that cheap. BM Soat is Guyana's #1 auto dealer. They bring fresh stocks every week and cater for both the rich and the poor man. Visit them at Lot 9 Coral Street, Georgetown tomorrow and tell them Noriko sent you to find out about their special offer this week. Or call them on telephone number 231-8451. BM Soat Auto Sales. It's your turn to drive. Now, let's take a look at news in the region and around the world. Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro announced Tuesday that his country is strengthening its security plans due to threats from a sector of the political opposition that intends to generate violent actions prior to the parliamentary elections to be held in December. He activated the, quote, Operations Command Post, end quote, a national plan in which state and municipal command posts, as well as 2,361 sub-national security areas called peace quadrants, are permanently involved, Maduro said, emphasizing that the US President Donald Trump or Colombia's President Ivan Duque, quote, cannot disturb the peace. The move was made in response to Pompeo's South American tour last week, which many people feel is just a cover for the American government to gather all the support it needs, including that of the countries around and the Venezuelan opposition, to come together to overthrow Nicolas Maduro. President Trump on Wednesday announced that his administration would impose new sanctions blocking American travelers from staying at Cuban government-owned properties and restricting imports of Cuban alcohol and tobacco. So that means no more Cuban cigars or rum for all of you millionaires out there. Anyway, Trump described the measures as part of his administration's, quote, continuing fight against communist oppression. All right. And Johnson & Johnson has launched its pivotal global phase 3 trial for its Rona vaccine candidate, anticipating the first batches of its vaccine will be available for emergency use authorization in early 2021. They hope to be able to scale up production to provide up to 1 billion doses of the vaccine a year. Don't fall for these get-rich-quick schemes, people. There is a legit way you can earn some extra cash to supplement your existing hustle. Sell Top-Up. You could become a top-up vendor quick and easy by linking Cellular Plus. Call them on telephone number 685-3109 for more info. And now for our weird news story of the day. Dumb criminals are abound, but some are just dumber than others. 24-year-old Justin Savoy of Louisiana is definitely on the dumber end of the spectrum. When police showed up to his home in the town of Golden Meadow late last year, they discovered a loaded .25 caliber Titan pistol between his butt cheeks. Yes, he had a gun in his bumsy. The cops had been dispatched to the house on a suspicious activity call and uncovered multiple firearms, marijuana, and drug paraphernalia during their search. After his arrest, he was strip-searched, and that's when law enforcement found the extra weapon concealed in his rear end. Savoy must have had some serious junk in the trunk, because the gun in question was not a small one. It was 4 inches long, with a 2.5-inch barrel. Damn! He must have... He must have had a lot of confidence in his ability to clench his cheeks, because we can only have imagined what would have happened if the gun fell down and fired off a round in the police station. That'd been terrible. Anyway, fortunately, Savoy won't be holding any more firearms for quite some time. He just received 3 years probation and will serve 90 days in the La Fourche Parish Jail, where he'll have to find new ways to cover his ass. Oh boy, so he'll take the gun out, but he might get something else up there. Ha ha! Moving on to our Uncut News Viewers Poll question of the day. Every day we pose a question about current events in Guyana, the region, the diaspora, and how you feel it relates to us. So, you give your responses in the comments, and we just might read the best ones in the following episode. Yesterday's question was, should the government give teachers computers and laptops to help with education? Gloria Swanson said, free tablets and Wi-Fi for children and teachers during the pandemic. I like that idea. Ryan Charles said, I believe Guyana should probably do the same as Jamaica because it will be a little better for the children to get their work done because of the virus. Plus, some people cannot afford tablets and phones for the children, so I see this would be a good idea. It doesn't matter how they learn once they learn. Their parents must be grateful that their children will still be able to receive education in this crisis. And finally, Erwin Ward said, yes, we should do it. and pay their Wi-Fi bill too. Alright, sounds like some great answers. You want support for the students as well as the teachers. Good answers. So tonight I leave you with this question. The diaspora has more to give the nation besides barrels and a little fine peace. They have skills, connections, and experiences that could help catapult us into the next level of national development. What are some things that the Diaspora Engagement Unit at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs should consider to attract the diaspora? Think about that question and tell us in the comments below. If your response is good, we just might feature it in Thursday's episode. Anyway, that's all the time we have for tonight. Check us out tomorrow for another. Until then, I'm Noriko Ballford saying good night, folks. Hey, Uncut News viewers, thanks for watching. You can subscribe by clicking on this button over here, or click over there for more news. You can also drop a comment to let me know if you've made it to the end of the video. Goodbye for now.